Hey everyone, I'm going to assume that most of you know what Tom's Shoes is or have heard of it before. Tom's Shoes is a brand. They're known as the shoes for tomorrow. The founder of Tom's Shoes is Blake Mycoskie. He got the idea in 2006 when he visited Argentina and got to know the children of the local children. He found that some of their hardships come from not actually having a pair of shoes. So he wanted to come up with a business mantra that was not the normal nonprofit. He wanted to have a for-profit company that did not depend on donations. So he came up with a revolutionary idea of one-for-one, which is the basis for Tom's Shoes. A lot of people go to shoe stores and think about style and size and comfort. But what if your shoe could be more than that? What if your shoe was part of something bigger, part of a movement? And in 2010, Tom's delivered its 1 millionth pair of donated shoes to a child in need. So you could be part of that. The Tom's movement allows people to make an impact around the world. It allows you to make a direct effect on someone else's life, and it allows the creation of a global community. Through Tom's, there's been obviously able to help millions of children. Tom's, to make an impact around the world, it not only does donations around the world, but its shoes are made not in the United States. So they make their shoes in different countries other than here. So it's not just taking shoes from here and giving them to these other countries. The shoes are made there and dispersed from there. Tom's donates to over 40 countries worldwide, including Haiti, Rwanda, and Malawi, just to mention a few. And besides donations, they also have initiatives. Actually, just yesterday was the One Day Without Shoes event that occurs annually, and there's over 3,000 events worldwide, including college campuses and even as far as Japan and Australia. So, so obviously you're able to make an impact around the world through the Tom's Shoes movement. So with Tom's, the idea is one for one, as I mentioned earlier, and this allows you to directly affect someone else's life. One for one is something that Tom's takes very seriously, and through their distribution methods, you can tell. They take the number of purchased shoes and send that to their gift-giving partners around the world. And through their gift-giving partners, they then get a specific order of certain size shoes that they need, as well as a number of shoes. And once they receive this, they distribute the shoes. But they go beyond just giving the shoes to children. They actually cover the cost for the distribution and transportation of the shoes worldwide. I actually went to Journeys, the shoe store in Quaker Bridge Mall, and spoke to one of their employees, Steph. He had told me that one for one is something that they like to promote, and they really like it known to their customers that the shoe is more than just a shoe. It's actually part of something bigger. So he mentioned to me that older women tend to be the ones who actually realize the meaning of the shoe, while younger people do it for more trend. But it is part of Journey's, not mission, but their goal to try to get people to understand that the shoe is more than just a shoe. An example of something that a Journeys employee could talk to a potential customer about is the story about a boy named Reem that I found online. He was an 18-year-old boy in Cambodia, and he joined the Cambodian Children's Fund. And that fund helps over 700 children in Cambodia, but it's more than just giving them shoes. They actually help with schooling and healthcare. So through Reem's story, I found that shoes are more than just something to put on these children's feet. They actually give them confidence, and through the Children's Cambodian Fund, Reem finished schooling and has hopes of one day being a world businessman, which ties into creating a global community. Tom's works with a lot of gift-giving partners around the world, including in Haiti. They work with the IMA the World Health Organization, and the president and CEO, Rick Santos, had said about that Tom's Shoes, although it's something simple as just putting something on children's feet, it obviously is more. IMA gives children medicine to help with the hookworm disease, which is a problem in the area that's transmitted through soil. So by giving the children shoes, it helps to prevent them from getting the disease, where IMA can only help them once they do get it. mentioning global community, a lot of people tend to think that TOMS just gives out from the United States, but actually in 2008, after the Katrina hurricane, they had their first USA drop to Katrina victims, and this just brings it full circle back around. I just wanted to mention also that they helped with another partner they have is the Health Partners. They work in many different countries. As mentioned before, Health Partners works in Malawi, Lesotho, Rwanda, and Haiti. And in Malawi, it actually takes, it's 5 miles to the closest healthcare center. So could you imagine walking 5 miles to work every day? Well, what about walking to work 5 miles sick? Try doing that without shoes on. This is something that these people have to do very often. And TOMS, as I mentioned, is not about curing world hunger or stopping poverty. It's simply a middleman to the regular people like you, like me, who want to just do something little without having to take a big step. So when you think of TOMS Shoes and its movement, it's important to remember that when you join the movement, you are helping in the success of a child. Thank you.